Hey y'all, Bandit here. Today, we have a Glock for Guns for Dummies. Shit, wrong gun. Right gun. Anyways, this is a PSA dagger. Of course, gun was loaded. This is my carry gun. Carry out when I go out. This is making sure it's show clear. No round. I'll do a video on these later. This is a Gorilla mag. Basically a Beretta mag with some electrical tape. Does work and feed. I'm not going to show that right now. Doing a different video, like I said. Anyways, PSA dagger. PSA dagger. This is a copy of the Glock 19 Generation 3. Copy, like I said, basically, I believe it's like 85 parts interchangeably with a standard Glock. So it works. Basically, just a Glock. And I'm going to refer to it as Glock for the rest of the video. This is a PSA dagger. Compact. I don't know if that's going to show up on there. Let's see if I can get right there. Barely. Yeah, PSA dagger compact. Like I said. I do have the, competition cuts on here. Extra cooling. Not really important. It's not really important. Just know if you do get a Glock, it will not have the cuts for the competition for cooling. Unless you get that custom made. This one officially came with it. So yeah, we're just going to go over this now. I like to stress this. Remember, Glocks do not have safeties. There's no safety on this side. There is no safety in this side. Remember, if you're going to carry around in the chamber of a Glock, there is no safety. There is a semi-safety. I don't count it as a safety. That is a trigger safety. There's a little pivot right here on the trigger. I don't know. You can barely see that. As I push down on the trigger, it will allow the firearm to fire. Of course, if you were to pull high on the trigger rather than low like you're supposed to, it will block it. But sometimes that will not work. Sometimes when you go to pull the top, it will depress it, but you might press low enough where it presses the bottom, and it will fire. It only really works as a drop safety, so if you drop this, it won't go off. But if you plan to try pull this in a defensive situation, do not. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to fire. Only use your firearm if you have to. Okay, we're going to go how to disassemble a Glock now. Basically, there are two tabs. On this side and this side. Make sure your firearm is cocked. You cannot strip this gun uncocked. It has to be cocked. Make sure pull your slide a little bit back. Pull these pins, these little levers right here, down. They will they'll go down about halfway on both sides. That's when you know then you pull your trigger. It'll allow you to slide off your slide from your frame. We're going to put that to the side for right now. Recoil spring. Well, recoil spring and I guess guide rod? Nah, I don't remember. Yeah, but this is your spring. Barrel. Slide. Like I said, this is the competition slide, so it does have hole for air to pass out for cooling. This is just a standard slide. There is no mount for optics on this one. This is a 9mm Glock. I should have addressed that at the beginning, but this is a 9mm. Let's see. Let's see if that will show up barely. 9x19. This is a PSA dagger barrel. I believe this is an aftermarket barrel that they sent. Could be wrong, like I said. Frame. You got your trigger in there. Let's see if we can pull it back. Trigger. What's that called? Was that your extractor? No, that's not your extractor. It's your ejector. Extractor's over here. Like I said, pull down. I don't think that's gonna show. There we go. See, when you pull down those levers, that little bar moves down too. As I should have said this in the beginning, make sure this gun is unloaded. If you go to field strip this and there's a bullet around in the chamber, you will set off the firing pin and the gun might blow up. Well, you'll definitely have a negative discharge, but I don't know about blowing up. There's a high likelihood of it blowing up in your hand. That's why we make sure when we go to clear a gun, we make sure the magazine is removed and the chamber empty. We racked the slide 3 times. I already knew the firearm was empty and I racked it off video. Official Glock mag. Let's see if that'll show up. Yeah, Glock. Yeah, don't. 17 round. This is a compact, so they can take 15 round magazines. This one's a full size 17 round magazine. 9mm, like I said. And now we're going to put it back together. Just reverse the pod. First, put your barrel in. Put your barrel in. Like I said. Take your spring. Make sure the small side. This might be different per Glock, but for a dagger, make sure the small hole, it goes in first. Then big circle goes over here. It'll lock into the barrel. Then now we just slide the Glock back until we hear a click. Make sure on the slide, re-rack. Now your Glock is good. Simple, very simple firearm. That's why almost everybody uses them, including police, law enforcement, and civilians. I believe this as a flare mag. Well, let's see. Yeah, a little bit of a flare right here on the grip. A little bit of flare, allowing you to drop in your mags easier. Also, on this, just say this is a standard compact Glock. On this allows you to strip your magazines easier. Normal Glocks do not have that unless you get a Pacific frame. This is specifically 2 daggers. Very simple. This is the green. I believe this is sniper green, OD green Glock color they had. Very cheap firearm that you can get these for around. I built this one specifically. Like I said, has numbers. Anyways, built this one specifically. You can build them about $300. Alright.